Well, hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. Going on a little early. I do apologise if I kind of caught you, well, kind of surprised you a little bit because usually I'm a little bit late, and you probably were expecting me to go on a little late. And yeah, but glad you're here. Glad you're here, Nix, Davey Verse. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, we'll get to that. I'll miss Lab, but this episode annoyed me coast to coast. Like nothing happened in the meantime. A clumsy meeting, fed over Reach. I get Reach going off the books. Duffy raiding hair, raiding after, dodgy as fuck. Actually, yeah, that's the whole thing. That's all I was going to say. You know, bye. I'm done now. I'm done. There's nothing else to say about on the stream. There was nothing else to say. David Vess has already done it. David Vess has already done it. So yeah, that's a quick stream. I'm joking. Hello, Nick's. People getting pissed off at this season, not even for the same reasons. So I think I'll just skip this one. Yeah, I won't blame you, to be honest. West episode, yeah, I do agree, but since I'm here, let's not waste any more time. Slutty ladies and not so gentlemen, let's get into episode 7, LA story. And we have the recap, the usual recap. You know, this thing happened, that thing happened, and this is the thing that leads to this episode. We're going to LA. And yeah, so they go to Boston, Massachusetts, and what are we doing here? Well, we have to make a run an errand. So she meets the grandma, think of Teresa, just to let her know that we're still doing everything we can. We're going to find her, blah, blah, blah. And Nana gets all horny with Reach, thinking, oh my God, I'd love to have him break my fucking hip. And yeah, there's this nice little meal where Nana just talks about Teresa and is like, oh, you two fucking, I don't blame you. I'm a horny old gal and I can see you banging him. And Reach is obviously just shrugging it off, saying, yeah, but she only wants me for my body. And Nana talks about Teresa, you know, and yeah, she's had her troubles, you know, but she's a good kid. And yeah, I know you'll find her. Then we go to Chicago, and Eagle is pissed off that people spoil her relaxing time, getting diabetes. So she catches the guy who was probably one of the guys who hired them. And she knows that McCabe is Xavier Quinn, so that he gives her he tells everything about Quinn, that he's since the attack from Reacher, he's kind of set up shop with this other family, but they were happy with what happened. They were threatening to go to the authorities, so he killed them. But he still tries to help her. Blah blah blah. So now they're in Los Angeles, and they got to talk to some, and they're in some motel, looking at surveillance stuff, you know, of all the dodgy shit that Quinn has been doing. And then they finally see something like Quinn. They finally see something. Reaches like, make it bigger, and Duffy's like, yeah, that's what she said. So they found someone. He's probably talking to Neagley there, obviously, and so talk about, oh yeah, you know, saving Teresa is important for me, and I hope you think so, and you're not just out for revenge. Don't worry, I'm all about, you know, rescuing Teresa. You know, I'm more into killing Quinn at the moment, but hey, you know, if it gets me banged by you, you fake Irish Boston limey lass, then okay. So they get fucking horny and they have a good shag, and yeah, he pretty much destroys her. So then you meet this arty douche asshole who's having a fun time, and Reacher and Duffy threatening to give him a rest, saying that, well, you assaulted us, and yeah, we're gonna go with that anyway, despite the fact there's loads of fucking witnesses around. But hey, that's the USA government, so who knows? And then he says he's got leverage on him to, you know, get inside Quinn a little bit more, even though he's fucking, I don't know. I was kind of bored with this episode. I'm kind of in and out of it, but yeah, he threatens him that we found out that you're faking disabilities, and we could have you for threatening a doctor. And he's like, yeah, but I didn't threaten the doctor. He's, you know, okay, well, we did, because he's falsifying your disability. So there was a favour where he got to prison. So yeah, he gets some kind of deal organised with Beck, so for Neagley to get in there and blah blah blah. Make contact with Beck, obviously. So he does the deal. Fucking Reacher goes back on his deal, and he sends the military police in, and it's like, yeah, we had a deal. He's like, yeah, we had a deal on that one thing, but we didn't have a deal on the other thing. So yeah, he's been dodgy. So they wait for the deal to go through with Neagley. They're having a lookout. So yeah, she's telling Gilly about the whole boat thing. It's like, wow, it really fucked you up. And it's like, no, it's only rug burns. It's like, wait a minute, how did you get rug burns on? Oh, yeah, gross. You're whore. You're horny whore. Beck meets Neagley. She pretends to be like the guy who's some kind of deal with some blah blah blah, all that other shit. And for some reason, the fucking driver who works for McCabe, or the Russians, or one of them, doesn't really go out to check that he isn't going to send any fucking signals to Reacher about the whole, or someone, because this guy has just had he's just had an ATF agent as a maid in his fucking house. And he's also found out that one of the guys in the 11th was investigating them. And they are not having this guy walk up with him with the deal to make sure he isn't going to pull another fast one on them. But who knows? The writing is really all over the place in this season, so I kind of just got to move on here for now. But Neagley talks to Beck saying, "Listen, we can probably get you out." I mean, he's not happy about it because he's already lost a fucking ear because, he thought he was well, for a psychopath, he's actually quite nasty. I mean, I didn't know a psychopath could be that nasty. I knew they could be bad, but not that bad. Guess I was mistaken. Neagley sort of does reverse psychology on him, saying, well, if you're not going to help us, then go fucking die, you bastard. And he's like, okay, but you need to get us out. If I survive this, I'll go to prison. That's okay. I deserve it, but leave my son out of it. And she lets him know, listen, we're not going to let your fucking son go to jail, all right? Even Reach is not going to let that. He likes his son. I said, yeah, but what about the cash? And he's like, listen, just say I pretended I wanted more money, and you walked away, okay? There. One thing, I'm not buying Neagley on this, and to be honest, I don't think the actress is that good. No offense to her and that, but she just doesn't suit the part. I think Toxic was on about another actress about it, and yes, maybe. I don't think I've seen enough of Sarah Sahi's proper acting anyway. She's a good-looking woman, but that's all I've seen of her. So yeah, Leighton Snow White. Can you hear the enthusiasm in your voice? Yes, I'm very enthusiastic about this. Oh my god, I'm so excited to talk about this fucking boring episode. But I've got to do it though. I've got to do it because I've started it. It's kind of got on good, then got on okay and better. But while I'm here, I may as well finish it. I may as well. Keeps the channel going as well. So is it bad or just the script doesn't have anything for it? Yeah, and they're trying to big her up as to have a spin-off, and she's not that interesting of a character to have a spin-off with. I mean, Jack Reacher could probably make that. Yeah, Jack Reacher isn't really the most interesting character, but we still had a good actor to bring him some kind of personality. And I'm sorry, but Maria Sten, you're a pretty attractive woman. I mean, I've seen you're not the sexiest woman, but you got a good body on her. But she's just not. Yeah, this really does deserve a better actress. And honestly, Toxic, I've not seen Sarah Sahi properly act. I mean, I've seen her in a few bits, but they were basically non-speaking parts, so I can't really say. And yeah, Neagley wasn't in the book, but that's yeah. But once again, they are trying to shoehorn her in to get a spin-off. That's it, aren't they? She's found in small doses and hot, but a whole series, yeah. She's got a fucking incredible body, and I think that's mostly it. How she's managing to be that fucking toned while having tons and tons of sugar. Come on, she's got to be having fucking floppy bits all over because of all the fatty deposits from all that sugar she's eating. I'm trying to lose man as well, and I'm really just trying to cut down on the bread a little bit. Did a bad job yesterday, but fuck it, I was at my siblings and they're offering. So moving on, McCabe is going to this abandoned warehouse where some of his men are just doing bad guy things, and this is where we finally meet Teresa, and she's not just mentioned or photo on the wall. She's and McCabe Quinn does his very psychopathic thing, and he even says, if you wait for these guys having a fetish for your ginger minge, I would be fucking having my way with you. And then he injects her with heroin. And yeah, obviously he's been keeping her fucking dosed up, so she's keeping her weak, so until the buyers. So now, once again, they're talking about the whole situation, about what's happening, and obviously it's something about terrorists. The guns are supplied to for a terrorist attack, and they're probably going to use like sleeper agents. And they're talking about all the other stuff about the methods they go through, the procedures these guys go through, whatever, all the tasks they have to do to get the job done and not cause any tension. Blah 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 blah. Then they have this little conversation where she mentions about coal and how it's affecting him, and blah blah blah. And it's I didn't really care. I was really stopping. I really started to stop caring a little bit. I mean, I think we kind of got the relationship with these two as well, and once again, it's padding. It's padding. We kind of got a little bit of that connection with the second series anyway, and this kind of feels like they're repeating it a bit. This is the best scene, though. This is actually the best scene. And you know what? Zach is actually the best character in this episode at the moment, apart from Reacher, of course. Because we're actually seeing him start to redeem himself a little bit now. And Anthony Michael Hall is really doing a fucking good job here, and the lad who plays Rich, let me get him on. Johnny Berchtold, I do apologise. He's really good, and it does feel fucking genuine. He's very concerned about his son. He thinks his heart is something like a gun, but then he sees it's this toy gun, and he gets all nostalgic about it, and it kind of hits home for him as well. That is how much this is really affecting his son now, and he already does know, but this is where he's starting to think that, yeah, I've not been a good dad. When your mum died, it damaged you, and I thought, if I wasn't such a good dad and you lost me, it wouldn't be so bad with you. And yeah, it's a very touching moment. Even his son is kind of forgiving towards him. It's like, no, you're not a bad. You're a bad guy, though, but you're a bad dad, but not a bad person. And I'm not gonna lie, tearful. Yeah, now Neagly's trailing the buyers. They've just got off because we're off to buy some ginger minge. Who's addicted to heroin? We love ginger minge. Who like to be addicted to crack and smack and all that horrible stuff that makes their fannies rancid. Okay. So she lets Reacher know about it. She tells them, and then we get Zach trying to talk Quinn out of he's trying to get the location properly for the deal. Quinn reluctantly looks at him very suspiciously and says, "Yeah, okay, I'll tell you." He tells him the location, and Zach tries to sort of try to appeal to his humanity a little bit by saying, "Can we just get our son to go to the movies or something? He doesn't need to be around this." And he's like, "You're trying to pull a fucking fast one on me, aren't you, Beck? Well, he's my bargaining chip, and I want him fucking staying here, right? You understand, you fucking one-eared prick?" And once again, I like this actor, the guy who plays Quinn. He is actually fucking creepy. I buy him as a psychopath. I really do. Brian T, that's his name. It's a shame he's not got a better script. He really isn't. Yeah, they couldn't get. I don't know what she looks like when she's not fucking all dosed up on heroin. My show never had a weak episode. Just saying. I hope you, if you're liking this more than we are, then I'm fine. You know, I'm glad because there are worse shows out there. I just think this is one of the few weak ones. I don't think the full series is the worst. It's just it's kind of got a few writing problems, but that's the whole point of this. We got to be objective. I mean, you can disagree with me, you can do, and you know, but I hope we still have some kind of mutual respect over this. I mean, and yeah, feel free to say what you like about this show as well. I mean, because this does have some fucking great moments. I think Richardson is still good. He's carrying, the actors are doing their best with what they got, and even though Duffy's a bad cop, she isn't badly acted, and she's not the worst written. She's we do see later. I'll get more to the moment where I think she's not the worst written female character, not the worst written strong female character, but she is written as a bad agent. Maybe it's intentional, but I don't know. I think they could have made her flawed, but still make her a bit competent. But she's not bad. She does have some good chemistry with Richardson. She is very funny. She delivers the lines very well, and she does act. She does do some fucking good acting. Trump Daddy, yes. I'm signing an executive order for no more useless spin-off shows. Yes, do that. And please sign an executive order for adolescents to be about a fucking Islamic killer and not a white incel. Thank you. That's if you can. You know, I'm not asking you to perform miracles, but so far, you're the best we got for now. Moving on, yeah, Quinn's not fucking buying it. He's like, you fuck me over, I'll fucking tear your ear off and fuck you in the ear hole. Not in those words, but get the fuck out of my office. So Neely's Tristy has tailed the buyers to some spa so they can get a happy ending from some illegal Asian old biddies. So, and he lets Reacher know about what's going down, the location, blah blah blah, everything. And this is where things are going down. It's like Duffy know about it. And Duffy's letting him know that they're going to go to the ATF now because this thing has just gone wrong way too much. And yeah, they've lost an agent, so that we may have to do a cooperation. It might be the only way to get him done. And not only that, legally as well, because she's still fucking doing this illegally. And they've got to, they need all the manpower they can get. Reach is not happy about it though because he knows that means Quinn will go to jail. Reach does not want him to go to jail. He is still vengeful over what happened to his first protege. He still has some guilt over it because he kind of let her handle it when she was ill prepared, and it's really weird on him. He probably does see this as some kind of redemption, and maybe there is a little bit of selfishness with him being a bit of a sociopath, but at least he's a fucking sociopath with a bit of a conscience. If he was a psychopath, then yeah, he wouldn't be very likable. Yeah, and it's like we just said, I don't want justice. I want vengeance. So they're at the ATF and they're telling them what's happened. And yeah, you know, one of ours just got killed. It's like, yeah, one of ours got killed as well. But, you know, we're giving you everything we have on this guy as well. And he's like, all right, we'll take the full collar. You go fuck off. It's like, hey, you would not have this evidence if we didn't fucking give it to you. It's like, yeah, but you're doing it illegally. All right? Your ass is on fucking thin ice. Eventually, she persuades him, and he's like, okay, but you're staying in the surveillance van, all right? You keep your distance. Reaches, but not really happy about it as well. He knows he doesn't give two fucks. He's going to go after Quinn no matter what. And I don't like how Duffy is trying to be accountable for her actions. She's willing to, if it means losing her job, she's willing to lose her job because she knows she's fucked up bad. And she doesn't deserve that badge. Guillermo tries to take the rap as well, but she's like, "Oh, shut up! Just let me fucking serve my punishment." And I kind of hope she does as well. I hope she does, and I hope she's like, you know what, I deserve to be fired. Or if maybe they do offer her to keep her job, and she's like, "No, I don't deserve this," you know, and she decides to quit anyway. Okay, she's got to do that in the next episode. all right, she fucking quits or takes the sacking, then it might redeem her a bit more for some of the flaws in the writing of it. Once again, Duffy is trying to talk him out of his vengeance. It's like, listen, once we're done, he will get justice. It's like, no, what he's going to get is a nice fucking bed with 3 meals, all right? He doesn't deserve that. He deserved pain. And I do like this little moment here where Duffy says, she kind of recites Garber's words to him, like I said years ago, and because she's feeling guilt just for Teresa getting kidnapped away, Reacher is feeling guilt for Cole getting killed. So they have this little connection. They're both trying to redeem themselves in this way. I mean, yeah, the Ramsey's writing's a little clumsy, but the idea that these two are paying for something that they regret and trying to make up for it, okay, that's kind of a good idea. So back to talking with these people at the warehouse. When's this shipment meeting up? And so he finds out what the time. They've got to head out soon. How long it's going to be before it's ready. So he heads back. Talks with his son as well, and he says he's got to head out, do this deal, and at 9 o'clock you lock your door and stay in. All right. And Rich knows that he has to as well. He's actually listening to him this time. He's not listening to Reacher or disobeying him because of his problems with him. He's listening to him because he knows his dad fucking means it. You know, these are the best moments. The best moments is with Zach and his son. All right, him redeeming his relationship with his son is actually the best thing in this whole episode. And yeah, once again, Anthony Michael Hall and Berchtold are doing a fucking great job. They really are. These are the best moments in this episode, and it's one of the weakest. So yeah, they go out for the deal, and McCabe just gives him that fucking look. I mean, you want Reese to kill this bastard. I do anyway. I like the actor though; he plays it real well. So now we're at the surveillance. Now they're waiting for the buyers to arrive, and the men are all out. They're getting in position. They're waiting to ambush them. And she tells one, "Listen, promise me you'll get to Israel." And he's like, and eventually he's a little bit reluctant, but he's like, "I assure you, we will get her out." So now the buyers arrive, apparently, and Reacher, being who he is, it's like, wait a minute, you told me you were going to go out and get coffee. You went out and bought a fucking sniper rifle? Reacher's like, it was a pawn shop. He calls Neely, and there's like, the second this is over, once I blow his squirmy little fucking head off, you dump everything that connects you to me. You know, everything. You know, your SIM cards, blah blah blah, all that stuff that can be traced. Because the buyers are arriving, and it's like, what are you on about? No, the buyers are still on the way. Dum dum dum, dum 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 dum. It's a trap. It's a trap. Yeah, sorry I didn't get a chance to read that. I had to strangle kittens, and I don't remember doing it. She's cute and has great lines, but the accent and her incompetent cop act is retarded. Yeah. She's got to fucking pay for her incompetence in the last episode, because that would be really stupid, but it is a lot of padding. It kind of just plods along, and yeah, David Vess is fucking right. I really do agree. It's got the moments with Zach and Richard redeeming their relationship. Okay, I really do like that, and I like that Zach is growing some balls and finally doing something about it. Yeah, he's okay. At least he didn't go for cigarettes and the cat and the milk, yeah. Or a scratch card. And win the lottery and reject everyone, including his illegitimate daughter, and never go back. Yeah. Why is Luke more scary than the bad guy? Because Luke is an evil connoisseur. He's evil incarnate. A James Corden connoisseur. Yeah. And I don't think there's much I can add to this episode. I think I've just made my point. I seem to do that. I always think, yeah, I'm just trailing off. But this is the penultimate episode. We need you need to have something to really get this going, and a little bit more to really get us hyped up for the final. And hopefully, the final of this is better than the second series, because that was fucking. I can't remember what happened much on the last episode, but God, Robert Patrick was fucking wasted. Remember that very suave Brit guy who was really creepy and into comic books? He seemed like he had a little bit of a. He could be very good and creepy, but he kind of gets fucking his ass handed to him very quickly in a way that made him look in a way that made me look like a fucking strategic genius. So yeah, the first I know I've said this before. The first series is still the best. It is. So what can I say about this episode? It's a little bit dull with a few good moments. I agree with Toxic. It is the weakest episode. But once again, is the weakest episode of this better than the strongest episode of The Acolyte or Sucker or most the other MCU Disney fad shows? Probably. Amazon tend to mess up the last episode to make the last look better for the shite it is. That's also kind of given me a thought. Since this one feels like it's padded out, is the last episode going to feel rushed? That's one thing I'm starting to feel a little concerned about. So, yeah, I think that's my final thoughts. To be honest, there's not really much. Reacher and Duffy have some good chemistry, but Duffy is written very badly. The acting is still pretty solid. Brian T is actually very creepy. The writing is kind of feels convenient, and yeah, they kind of could have just got another redhead. There's like a Karen Gillan redhead or a Julianne Moore kind of redhead, maybe. I think she's not ugly. I just think she's an okay lass. I think she's an okay looking lass. You know, despite looking like she's had despite the fact she's had a shitload of heroin shot up in her and she looks it. Probably is. But like I said, it's a quick stream, going through it, and yeah, an okay episode. Hopefully the next one will be better. Hopefully it's a better final. So far the series is hit and miss. It's okay. It's an okay series. I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I will return when season 4 comes out, but we'll see. How I'm feeling. I'll see how I'm feeling. I might even rewatch all 3 series again. I don't know before season 4. Time will tell. And whether you beautiful bastards, sorry. Before I go, yeah, thanks for joining me, Nix. Yes, thanks for joining me, Lord Toxic, Trump Daddy, Raylan Givens. You're always welcome, Tony. Yeah, just about to go to sleep. You don't have to. You can watch it later. Get your sleep, man. Yeah, if you're going to feel like that, it's going to be like that Jackie Chan movie, Rush Hour. Yeah, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yeah, later than Snow White. Yeah, I'm not going to review that. Maybe sometime in the future when it's all died down, but it just seems like people are just reviewing it to either shill for Disney or just shill for the algorithm. Even though I like Critical Drinker and that, yeah, I mean, come on, do we really need to hear a review about Snow White? Now, we know it's going to be bad. We know the incompetence behind Disney. They're repeating the same mistakes. And it's just going to feel like we're all going to say the same thing anyway. So what's the point? I mean, there's other stuff out there that's bad, and there's other stuff out there that's good. And it needs, and I am really not getting a chance to watch a lot of the latest stuff. I mean, I want to watch Locked, I want to watch Ash, I want to watch Companion. I need to get onto that. And I don't think I'm going to do any more TV show live streams after reaching Daredevil Reborn. And honestly, I think I've changed my mind about Daredevil Reborn. I think I will still keep carrying on doing it because it does look like it's building up to a little bit. It is, rating-wise, it's getting a lot about the system, how it's calling out the system and how broken it is. It's doing that a lot better than most Disney shows are at the moment. So I'll give it that credit, even though it could have done with being a bit more condensed. story-wise, because it's got less episodes than the Netflix series. You thought they wouldn't need to pad it out so much, but I'll get onto that when I do Daredevil Reborn. So yeah, everyone, thanks for joining me. David Verse, thanks for joining me. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching. And do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, links are in the description below. And if you get a chance, do jump on the chat in the Outcast Creatives Nielsen ratings later tonight, which is in about maybe 8 hours, and I'll let you know. And my Daredevil Reborn stream will be sometime this week. I don't know if it'll be straight after the episode or maybe a little bit of time after. We'll see what happens. And I've also be sure to join me at 7 p.m. UK time for Millennium Actress on Bestard's. Yeah, sorry, I'm back on now. Fucking hell, my connection is acting like fucking retard. I've not watched Locked and Companion. I need to watch that. And I was just about to say, I hope it's a bit smaller screen, smaller stream, not too many guests on. Cause sometimes you like that, but it would be good to have a few people on as well, still at the same time, because I do keep a little bit of the energy going in a way. And yeah, well, and right now, let's move on. And I'm off to the pub before my fucking internet cuts out. KC Stadium, you bastard.
Can I have spuds, please?
Spuds! Good choice. George's song. Listen very carefully. The question comes straight after.
Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
Don't be good, don't be bad.
Baked potato.
Don't be happy, don't be sad.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Don't be early, don't be late.
Thank you, baked potato.
Always eat what's on your plate.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say. P-A-K-E-T-P-O-T-A-T-O.